On February 17th, 2014, a common loon was brought to the Cobequid Wildlife Rehabilitation Center by our friends at the Department of Natural Resources. This common loon was found on Vimy Road in Bible Hill, and for like most loons and other aquatic birds like loons, if they're found on the ground, they should be taken care of right away because they are not able to take off from land or find it very difficult to take off from land. Loons, it's impossible for them to take off on land. So a bird like this found on the ground is in need of help. When it comes to the Wildlife Center, we give it a thorough exam and make sure that there's nothing broken and there's no obvious injuries to determine the state of health of the bird. This one in particular, everything seemed to be fine. The wings were not broken, there was no broken legs, and no other injuries that we could see. It was healthy and quite strong. We also checked to make sure there's no fishing tackles lodged in the throat of the loons because they are attracted to the shiny metal objects at the bottom of ponds and lakes, and it frequently gets stuck in their throat, and this could be a cause for them to be grounded. We think this bird was probably brought to the ground by a storm, probably blown inland due to weather. Sometimes they will make a landing on wet roads at night thinking that they're lakes and ponds. So to make sure the bird is waterproof and also for him to get a chance to clean himself a little bit, we put him in a bathtub with some water and gave him the opportunity to have a quick clean. So right now he's looking for fish, looking for food, and swimming around as best he can and clean himself off. As soon as we put him in the water, he started preening to take care of his feathers and clean himself up a little bit. So we gave him some fish, some smelt I believe, and he immediately ate 3 or 4 of them right away, so he was a little bit hungry. And then the next morning, because everything seemed fine with him, we decided that he was a good candidate for immediate release. They're not great in captivity, so as soon as they can be released, the better. So a quick trip to some open water in Eastern Passage, Nova Scotia. It's the only available water close to our center that was open, and there were other birds around. And carry him to the water, careful not to slip on the rocks. And he was pretty excited to see open water. Give me a few pecks there just to make sure he knew that he was the boss. And there we go, a little push, gentle push into the water. And a quick dip to have a look around. And he slowly paddled away, confident and strong, and looking for a fish. So sometimes it's a quick turnaround time for the birds at our center. They just need a quick once over and a little helping hand to get back to where they belong.